Hi everybody, this video is on the new moon in Leo, which happens on the 23rd of July at 10:45 in the morning, and that's based on British summer time, which is UK time. Now, a new moon happens every month. It's when the moon is totally black and it sidles up to the sun and it recharges itself. It pulls in energy for the next 30 days so it can complete its new monthly cycle. And the new moon is always a time when energy is being pulled in, and it's a great time to kind of set intentions, to take a break, to kind of step back a little bit and to set intentions for the future, to plant the seeds of what you want to achieve over the next 30 days. And it's almost like a moment of taking stock and looking at, okay, what am I going to do in a certain area of my life? Now, this new moon is in Leo, and it's a very powerful new moon because it's at 0 degrees. Each house in the astrology chart is made up of 30 degrees. Whenever a planet is at 0, 1, or 29 degrees, those are the critical degrees when the energy is at its most powerful. Okay, so the sun and the moon are sitting together at 0 degrees in Leo. So it's pulling this pure Leo energy into your chart, and it's pulling in confidence, it's pulling in enthusiasm, it's pulling in energy, it's pulling in drive, it's pulling in the desire to be seen, the desire to be heard, the desire to have fun, enjoying the company of children, being able to just not just have a sense of humor, but even have a sense of silliness, and really enjoy life, and to find that spark of enthusiasm and excitement in life, and to really embrace that, embody it, and to use it, to make the most of it. So a lot of positive, fun energy is being pulled into the chart, which you can really use any way you like. You know, if you have more energy, you can use that to be more creative, or if you have more energy, you can use that to climb the hill that you haven't been able to climb in a while, or to go out on the town and kick up your heels if you haven't been able to do that. This new moon is a wonderful new moon that brings in lots of energy into our lives, into our charts, and the way we feel. So around the 23rd of July, you know, your engine is revving up, you're feeling more energetic, you're feeling more powerful, and you're feeling stronger within yourself. Leo is the lion, remember. It's a roaring, powerful predator. It gets what it wants, it doesn't doubt itself. Its strength is also loving and nurturing and caring and beautiful, and it's also ferocious and worthy of respect. Now, not only do we have this new moon in Leo, but we've got Mars sitting in Leo at 1 degree, and it's 1 degree away from this new moon. So Mars is the archetypal male principle. Mars is the planet of desire. It's what I want, when I want it, and I am not compromising. I get what I want because I'm a man. I'm the king of this castle. You know, this is mine. So this is, you know, really the stereotypical kind of Neanderthal masculinity of me, I want what's mine, da da da. Mars rules Aries, which is a fire sign. Mars is now in Leo, which is another fire sign. So Mars is really happy in this energy. It's at 1 degree, remember that makes it critical, and 1 is even more critical because it's the number vibration of really new beginnings, leadership, starting new things. In the tarot, it's the magician. It's really being able to create things, having all the tools of the world at your disposal and being able to create. So Mars sits on top of this new moon. It has a huge influence on the new moon. The Leo energy that you are going to be receiving isn't just frivolous to enjoy and to be in the spotlight and to have fun. With the addition of Mars here, it will add that little pinch of ambition and drive and desire and real ambition to build something of your own, to be independent, to make something of your own, to be the boss at something, and to create something that you're passionate about, that you care about, that you think is worthwhile. Now, this new moon is really complicated because it forms relationships with absolutely everything. First of all, we've talked about Mars. That makes it more serious than it would be if Mars hadn't been there, because Mars really wants to achieve things. Mars rules Aries, and Aries is the ram. It drives through obstacles. It's kind of like we're deliberately pushing forward to get to number one. And that's what that Mars does. It says, I am going to get to number one. I'm ambitious. I want to achieve. Now, the new moon forms a square. And a square is when two planets are 90 degrees away from each other, and it creates friction between those two planets. The new moon squares Uranus, which is in Aries as well. Uranus is the planet of rebellion, eccentricity, energy, doing things in your own unique, creative way, and never ever letting anyone tell you what to do ever. It is in Aries, the sign that Mars actually rules, and Mars is sitting right on top of that new moon. So Uranus in Aries says, I am going to do things the way I see fit. I'm going to overcome these obstacles by myself. I'm going to do it in my own way. Oh, you want to teach me, do you? You want to tell me how to do it? Never mind, I already know how to do it. I'm going to do it by myself. Thank you very much. See you later. I'm on the road to victory. I'm on the road to success. All systems go. You're really, really pushing things forward. You're interested only in realizing your own hopes, fantasies, dreams, ambitions, and realizing them and putting them into practice in the real world. That is what you're interested in right now. And with Uranus squaring the new moon, I really have to say, and a new moon with Mars on top of it, that is a lot of power. So be careful around this time, because the things that you desire, the things that you want, you will pursue. And if anyone stops you, or if anyone tries to talk you out of it, there's going to be an argument, there's going to be a conflict, because you're not going to be stopped. If you're being controlled by someone, this new moon is going to be terrible for you, because you're going to break through that control and you're going to do things the way you see fit. If you're very, very shy, if you're someone who struggles speaking your mind, if you're someone who struggles to stand up for yourself, if you're someone who really finds it difficult to say the tough things, this new moon is so powerful, it will give you that strength. Now, the new moon also forms another relationship. It forms a trine, which means it's 120 degrees away from Chiron, which is in Pisces in your 7th house. Chiron is another one of the centaurs, like Sagittarius, half horse, half man, but Chiron is an asteroid. And Chiron is the wounded healer. It represents the part of the chart that's most difficult until you transform it to become a great strength. Now, Chiron is at 28 degrees in Pisces. 2 and 8 is 1. Pisces is completion and spirituality, and Chiron is the wound. So this new moon, this confidence, this energy, this desire to have a wonderful life, isn't naive, isn't this little bubble of confidence and happiness. It's confidence and it's desire that is informed, that is aware of past disappointments and past failures, if you want to call them that, and it's aware that you have desires, but that desires aren't always fulfilled, and that sometimes you don't get what you want, especially when it comes to relationships or other people. That yes, you can put all your energy into something and try and get it, but if the other person or the other institution or the other thing is not willing to cooperate, then you're not going to get what you want. So you're under no illusion that all of this desire that you have is going to be fulfilled in absolutely every avenue of your life. So be clever and use this energy and try and look at different things that you become passionate about, and look at the ones which work for you and pursue those, and let go of the ones that don't, and you'll be able to make your life easier. So let's say on this day all of this Leo energy comes in and you decide that you really are now ready to present your work that you've been planning for the last couple of weeks, and that you want to present that now. That desire to present is not blind, is not naive, in the sense that it doesn't let you forget that in this example, you tried to present your ideas 4 months ago, and you messed up all your words, and you were sweating, and you didn't do it right, and it was a real disaster. The connection with Chiron will remind you of that failure, and this is an opportunity to amend that failure and to transform it into a success. So we have a choice here, okay? We have a choice. We have this huge desire to communicate, to be in the spotlight, and we have memories of things in the past not working, being humiliated, forgetting your lines, not saying the right things. One choice is to give up and not to try again because it was so bad. The other choice is to try again and to make a success of it. And on this day, you really don't have a lot of choice, because so much Leo energy and that Mars is not going to let you off the hook, and it's going to say, try again and don't be a coward, and try again and make it happen and succeed and be the success that you've always wanted to be, and get back on the horse. And if you do get back on the horse, you will do very well. This is a very positive new moon. We also have a bit of a, this is a really rare kind of random specific aspect pattern. We have a sesqui square, which is when two planets are 135 degrees apart. So this is rather obscure now. But we've got a sesqui square between Neptune in Pisces and this new moon in Leo. So you've been fantasizing, you have been manifesting on some level the things that you want your life to look like in July. I'm talking about, okay? So over the last couple of weeks, you will have noticed that you've been daydreaming, that you've been thinking about, oh, wouldn't it be nice if life looked like this, if life looked like that? That is there now, and this new moon in Leo is urging you to take all of those dreams, those hopes, those desires, and to make them a reality, to make them real. It's at 13 degrees, 1 and 3 is 4, and 4 is about stability and structure. It's the Emperor in the Tarot. So this new moon gives you the energy to fulfill your dream and to fulfill them so that they're there permanently. An example is buying a house. This is the dream. I'm going to buy the house. I'm going to I'm going to find the deposit somehow. I'm going to get the mortgage. I'm going to get this house. Another example is I want to speak to this woman. I work with her. I've seen her on the elevator for the last 2 months. I've never said hello. I'm now going to do something, and I want to pursue this and see where it leads. Okay? So it's about taking action, practical action, especially around your fantasies and the things that you've been dreaming and hoping about. So there's an element of risk and fear. Okay? If I have had my eye on the woman at work who is just my dream, and who I just want to be with, that's a desire, and I've been thinking about it and fantasizing about it, to actually go up to her and say, hey Melissa, do you want to go for a drink after work tonight? You're making it real. There's a risk that she can say no, or there's the risk that Melissa and you go for the drink and she is not interested in you. So it's risky. But Mars doesn't care about risky. Mars loves risk. Neptune is the dream, and Chiron is about fixing past disappointments and turning them into successes. So again, feel the fear and do it anyway. Pursue and go after the things that you want. Try again. We always have to try again. Fail, 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 and get up again. Get up again, get up again. Winston Churchill said, never, 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 never give in. Never, ever. Never give in, never. Just don't give in, ever. That's paraphrased. Okay. So we've got more connections. That is the obscure one with Neptune. Then we have this other obscure sesqui square with both Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius and Saturn in Sagittarius at the bottom of the chart. Okay. Saturn in Sagittarius is why everything is so fuzzy at the moment, and why the path ahead is unclear, because we have one foot on the gas pedal and one foot on the brake. We don't know whether we're coming or we're going, especially in terms of the direction and planning the direction we're going on in future. It's difficult at the moment. That is heightened by Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius at 17 degrees. Also, so it's 5 degrees away from Saturn, and Black Moon Lilith is the part of the self that we repress. And in Sagittarius, it's repressing the vision, the view of the path forward. We don't see what the future holds. It's very difficult to plan your career or your love life during this time. So the simple answer is, don't plan and just live. Don't stop planning your life and live it. Don't fight against Saturn and Black Moon Lilith. Stop planning everything. Be spontaneous. Go out, do things, approach people, pursue things that you want and love and desire, and simply live in the moment, live in the day, be more reckless, and don't plan. Planning is the one thing that this new moon does not help you with. It helps you with being passionate and taking action, and turning your fantasies into reality. It does not help you balance your books or your accounting. Now, final relationship that's formed is the new moon and this Mars conjunction that we've got. They form a sextile, which is when they're 60 degrees away from something else, and the new moon in Leo and Mars in Leo sextile Virgo rising. The rising sign is the sign of the zodiac that's sitting on the horizon. So Virgo is sitting on the horizon when this new moon occurs, and it forms a harmonious relationship with the new moon. Virgo is about taking information in. It's about breaking it down, making your own meaning out of it, and really learning, being very teachable, being able to absorb knowledge like a sponge. It's at 28 degrees, 2 and 8 is 1. So 1, again, we've had lots of 1s. If you watch my daily tarot readings, we have had loads of 1s in the last few days, or even in the last few weeks. We've had a lot of 1s either number-wise appear, and we've had the Magician appear a lot. It's a time to get things started. It's a time to take action. It's a time to build. Saturn is at 22 degrees, the master number of the builder. The problem is that it's in Sagittarius, and we're struggling to find what direction to build in. That's the problem. Now, that sextile between the new moon and Mars with Virgo, Virgo also being at 28 degrees, 2 and 8 being 1. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the more you understand, the more info you've got, the more you're going to be able to build and create and have success. That applies to all of these situations, okay? So if Melissa, I'm at the office, remember, and I'm after Melissa, I could get some information about Melissa. I could find out if she's already in a relationship. I could find out if she is available. I could find out maybe, you know, some other of those details which would maybe save me embarrassment. If I'm starting my own business, I could start to do some research about how to register the company, or I could find out when would be a good day astrologically to start the business. Knowledge is power here. Knowledge is the key which is going to help you to succeed and to amend past failures and disappointments, to realize your hopes and dreams by taking action. And remember, Neptune in Pisces, you're not naive. I said that earlier. You're aware of your past failures, and that sextile with Venus now, not Venus, Virgo, the rising sign in Virgo, means that you're looking at all the options. Yes, you have desire. Yes, you want to achieve things, but you're not being an idiot. You're still listening to what's going on. You're doing the research. You're taking information in. You're working smart. You're clever. You're resourceful, and you have certain things that you want to realize. Use your resourcefulness, find out all the information that you need, and make whatever it is that you want happen. This is a new moon in Leo. It pulls energy in, which gives you fire, strength, power, the ability to create, and Mars at 1 degree in Leo, there's no other option. You have to create something. That's what this new moon wants you to do. So create something great. Create something that's going to be a long-term passion in your life, and that's really going to give you a lot of satisfaction. So that's the way to plan. What are my passions? That's the only way you can plan. And to put yourself in situations where you can experience your passions and your desires and to live them out and to connect with other people. So this is a really positive new moon. It should, at the very least, energize you, you know, without all of this other stuff. At the very least, you will feel a sense of optimism, positivity, enthusiasm, fun, energy, and it's like, because astrology is based on the northern hemisphere, it's kind of to do with summertime, happy, there's fire all over the world, the flowers are blooming and it's fun and it's happy. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it makes no difference. It's still, astrologically, it's summertime. It's time to make things happen. It's time to make your dreams a reality, which is beautiful that we get the opportunity and the chance to do that. So I hope that gives you an idea of what this new moon is about. If you would like a private reading with me, then please get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. And what I do is I draw up your birth chart, your natal chart, by looking at your place of birth, your date of birth, and your time of birth. If you don't have your time of birth, I can use sunrise, or I can use a process called chart rectification, which allows me to work out your time of birth. So once I have your chart, I can look at what your life purpose is, what your vocational aptitudes are, and we can also have a look at what's coming up in future by looking at the progress chart and transits to see what's coming up for you in your love life, career, finance, spirituality, anything at all, health, institutions, work, dreams, friendships, anything. So if you would like a reading with me, then please get in touch via the website and click on the readings tab to order your reading. If you like my videos and you want to support me, then please click subscribe. Although ever since I've started saying that, I've noticed that I've got less subscriptions. So maybe I should go back to saying, please subscribe to the channel, whether you enjoyed it or not. Just subscribe anyway. And I'm kidding. JK. And I will be with you next week for the, well, I'll be with you for the full moon, the new moon. I also do daily tarot readings on this channel. I do weekly horoscopes for everybody, and I do monthly horoscopes for each sign of the zodiac. So there's something available for everybody. So have a look at my channel, check out some of the other videos. I also do vlogs about my personal life, which is super exciting and dramatic. I'm in a bit of a silly mood today. So yeah, so have a look at that. I hope you have a wonderful time during this new moon, and I'll speak to you soon.